Noswaith Pawb. This Saturday is the 75th anniversary of the Allied victory over Japan and the end of the Second World War. It is fitting that we remember the sacrifices that our parents' and grandparents' generations made in securing this victory. Our armed forces saw action across the globe, on land, at sea, and in the air. Nearly 500,000 of them gave their lives for us. And at home, the civilian population suffered from bombing, hunger, rationing, and fear. We rightly honour their sacrifice and devotion to duty today. VJ Day was a day of great relief and celebration, suffused with grief for all that was lost. We should never lose our pride in our shared military history and of our contribution to the vanquishing of tyranny. It was the fighting men of Wales, Scotland, England, and Northern Ireland who stood alone against the tyranny of Hitler and Nazi Germany. Together with their allies, they pushed his forces back across Western Europe and ended the greatest manifestation of evil and racism that the world has witnessed. In the Far East, British soldiers, sailors, and airmen, many of whom endured the horrors of Japanese imprisonment, helped to roll back the forces of Imperial Japan and to end their brutal conquests of Southeast Asia. I would like to echo the words of the Prime Minister, Boris Johnson, who said of VJ Day 75, "On this anniversary, I want to remember what we owe the veterans of the Far East campaign. They brought an end to the Second World War. They changed the course of history for the better, liberated Southeast Asia, and many paid the ultimate sacrifice. That's why, on this remarkable anniversary and every day hereafter, we will remember them." I would like to pay tribute to all those members of our armed forces who continue to serve us today. Indeed, over recent months, we've watched with pride as they've provided invaluable support in combating this cruel yet invisible enemy. They have built the Nightingale and Enfys hospitals. They've coordinated the logistics of PPE provision, and they have helped to contain local outbreaks, including here on Honest Morn, by supplementing local testing capacity. We are fortunate to have such dedicated and professional military serving our country, and as your Member of Parliament, I would like to pay tribute to the Royal Air Force personnel serving here on our island at RAF Valley, along with all those who work at the station in their support. I send my profound wishes to the military community, both serving and veterans who live here on Honest Morn. The rise of Hitler and of Nazism, the greatest evil countenanced by humanity, along with the militarization and aggression of Imperial Japan, serve today as a warning from history to us all. Unforeseen threats to our nation's security await us, and it is vital that our armed forces are prepared to meet those threats. I will always defend our invaluable armed forces. I will champion RAF Valley and the crucial role that it plays in the defence of our nation, and I will always act in the best interests of the security of the United Kingdom. Today, the United Kingdom is facing the greatest global crisis since the end of the Second World War 75 years ago. As the UK entered lockdown in March, the Chancellor, Rishi Sunak, pledged that the government would do whatever it takes to protect businesses and jobs. The might of the UK Treasury has protected millions of jobs and livelihoods throughout the United Kingdom through unprecedented packages of financial support. And by enabling workers to stay at home, this has further protected the health systems of each nation. This government has taken every action possible to help people across Honest Morn during the coronavirus crisis. I'm proud that we've protected 7,400 livelihoods via the furlough scheme on the island, and £27.2 million has protected businesses with the Bounce Back Loan scheme here. This month, the tourism and hospitality sector, so crucial to our local economy here on the island, is benefiting from the Eat Out to Help Out scheme. I'm delighted that over 100 businesses here on Honest Morn are participating in the scheme, and that so many of them are reporting increased sales and bookings. We'll continue doing everything we can to mitigate the impact of this unprecedented crisis on people here on Honest Morn. Diolch.